Number 6. Happy Magic, China. When a swimming venue was literally brought into existence just for the Olympic Games and then turned into a water park afterwards, you just know it's gonna have some pretty damn good slides inside its walls. The Beijing Water Cube Water Park in China is one of the capital's most visited tourist spots, with only the famous Great Wall beating it in the rankings. This popular venue was created for the 2008 Summer Olympics, with the 6,000 people capacity water cube actually being the largest of its kind in the whole of China. This tourist hotspot is a perfect day out for all of the family if you're looking for a way to escape the sometimes blistering summer heat. With countless slides scattered around the water park as far as the eye can see, including the mesmerizing aqua tube body slides, there is plenty of fun to be had. But it doesn't just stop there, with the water cube also providing other kinds of entertainment aside from slides, in the form of music and entertainment to keep everyone happy. Number 5. Bioluminescent Waters, Maldives. If you're out traveling the world and notice that the foreign beach you're treading on is glowing in the dark, then you might wrongly think there's been some kind of chemical spill in the area. You might even think that there are aliens descending upon you, ready to abduct. But the reality is that what is happening is all safe and natural.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Known to be found in the water surrounding islands in the Maldives, this natural phenomenon may startle you at first, but it's actually just created by bioluminescent plankton in the waters. Known to mainly be present in warm coastal waters, this blue glow as the waters crash onto the land is a truly magical sight to behold and certainly helps illuminate your path for your nightly stroll. There are even people who usually take a kayak out to sea to truly submerge themselves in the magical sight. Imagine witnessing a view where the ocean is just as bright as the beaming stars in the night sky. If this sounds like something you would love to experience, then your best bet would be to travel to the Vadhu Mudhudu Islands in the exotic Maldives. Number 4. Airplane Hotel in Costa Rica. While you might be used to sleeping on a plane as it is in mid-flight, what about on one perched 50 feet high in Costa Rica's natural landscape? For $260 a night, that could very well be your reality, as this unusual hotel suite is set up in a stationary Boeing 727 airplane. You might think at first glance that the plane has met an unfortunate end, but it is all part of the plan for those at Hotel Costa Verde. Tucked away in Manuel National Park, which is found in Quepos, Costa Rica, this is the perfect place for quirky travelers who fancy a more unconventional experience. As you wake inside this plane, you might be thinking about what to have for dinner when you're stranded in a jungle. Far from having to catch your own meal, the organizers have another plane with a restaurant this time carved into it. Called the Cockpit Cottage, this is made from an Aeropostale aircraft and a railroad car which has been transformed into a restaurant. Sounds like an amazing retreat, although with it being 50 feet in the air, I do hope they've strapped the plane in tightly. Number 3. Phi Phi Island. Traveling to a group of exotic islands which are surrounded by beautiful beaches with clear waters and stunning rock formations sounds pretty good, right? Leonardo DiCaprio even has links to these Phi Phi Islands in Southeast Asia, which are only a brief speedboat ride away from Phuket in Thailand. This place literally looks like a fairy tale and is proving more than popular with visiting tourists and locals. The islands shot to fame when the film The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, was filmed on Maya Bay. The Phi Phi Islands look like everything anyone who enjoys nature and the simple act of lying on a beach would want. There are 6 islands which make up the Phi Phi Islands, with the 2 main islands being Phi Phi Don and Phi Phi Leh. Uninhabited by humans and and sharks, you are left to explore the beautiful natural landscape to your heart's content, knowing you're pretty safe. If there are any diving enthusiasts amongst us, then you'll probably know of these islands as being one of the most popular diving spots on the whole planet. And with warm waters and plenty of fish roaming them, you'll have plenty to marvel at when roaming under the waves. Whale sharks are even visible at night. I don't know what else to say to try and convince you to visit. The list of reasons is endless. Number 2. The Wave, Arizona. Looking like the surface of another planet with its almost hypnotically unique landscape, it's very easy to see why The Wave in Arizona is such a popular spot for tourists. But far from just being a pretty sight, the rocky natural beauty unbelievably even has dinosaur tracks. The delicate layers which make up the site are sandstones of different shades of a brick red and golden yellow, which have been carved out over thousands of years by water erosion. You need a good portion of luck to visit, however, as entry is only allowed with a permit. A permit is needed to visit the Wave due to the place's popularity being so great that there are fears the site could get ruined by large crowds. You'll have to apply for a permit many months in advance of your visit, however. Due to the fragility of the structure, there are only 20 permits given out per day, and when you have 150 people looking to grab one of the 10 walk-in permits, it can get very competitive. The high demand is made even more impressive by the fact that it takes almost 4 hours to hike the 5.5-mile journey to the Wave. It might sound tedious, but the sights your eyes will see if you make it there will stay with you for a lifetime. Plenty of photo opportunities to be had, to say the least. Number 1. Fingal's Cave, Island of Staffa. If you want to see a cave and pathway built by an Irish giant in the 3rd century, then you should head over to Fingal's Cave on the island of Staffa in Scotland. At least, that's the story that Gaelic mythology claims are the reason behind the existence of this amazing natural site. What's more likely than an Irish giant called Finn being behind this beauty is that an explosion more than 60 million years ago was the real creator of these peculiar hexagon columns of black basalt. Fingal's Cave attracted tourists from far and wide, with some very famous artists and musicians even making the trip and coming away feeling inspired enough to create one of their masterpieces. This included the German composer Felix Mendelssohn, who in August 1829 made the trip to the cave. Despite being horribly seasick, Mendelssohn came away with the inspiration to the beginning of his famous composition, Hebrides Overture, Fingal's Cave. No other than William Turner also paid the cave a visit, and he too came away with a well of inspiration that led to him creating one of his most famous paintings, Staffa, Fingal's Cave, 1832. So, aside from visiting the mythical site to enjoy its striking appearance, you never know, you might also leave inspired to make the next cultural masterpiece. Or you'll just end up seasick. I really want to go traveling. If you could, which place on this list would you visit first? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on screen right now. See you next time!